Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back.
This is To Your Eternity, Season 2, Episode 13. And before I dive into the episode, I gotta say, I love this series, but I think I may drop it if this video doesn't do too well, because it seems like a lot of people are really dialing back on To Your Eternity. I know I tend to be a little late, but just overall, a lot of people aren't really watching the series. But I'll continue to watch it on my own, and I probably even finish it out and may do a review of it. But I don't know, man. As a reaction, people aren't really fooling with it like they was in the very beginning. But let's dive into this episode, see what's popping off. Yeah, man, this man pass was horrible, man. Episode 13, The Wise Man's Identity. Wait a minute. Is somebody going to figure out who he is? Wow, man. You know, kids can be cruel, but Fushi is getting beside himself, man. Oh, then he just sat right there and said she can't do anything on her own. Come on, Fushi, man. Like you are doing the most, man. Like I know you got a lot on your plate. Hey, it's actually kind of smooth the way they got it set up and handled like that. What does Echo see? The sad thing is, though, is because they're gaining some of the trust for some of the people, but they're not gaining all of the people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like had they listened to the princess, they could have actually gained the trust of the people. But Fushi being in such of a rush is a drawback a little bit. Huh. Right. You gotta I'm kind of up in the air about it. It's kind of 50-50 for me. No, you need to find a different way because man, there's no way you can prepare all those houses. I say he working somewhere. That's just a shell, right? I knew it. Echo knew it too. I knew it. I knew it. It's too much like right, man. I mean, I knew Fushi was out here doing something. He just created a shell to give Kahaku a piece of mind. Actually, get some freaking rest. Now, how them little birds fly? That's what I want to know. They this big with wings this big. Does Echo want to help Fushi? Like any way she can, try to help Fushi. It's so heavy. What are y'all mad that she's helping? Is that but like the I hope she's on the right side to where it's the clean water, not the not the contaminated water from you know the poop and stuff. Because I know she just want to help. Oh, she found out where it was clogging it up at. If you can't walk out the door and you're falling, it's time to rest. Nice. They are like a little family. Echo. Nice. Haha, see? You said she couldn't do nothing, Fushi. Apologize to her too, Fushi, because I didn't hear an apology in there nowhere. Nice, man. Big ups to Echo. Oh, it's finna get exposed. What you mean? Don't worry about it. Oh, he's finna get exposed because of the little weird film that's on it when he builds stuff. Oh, that sucks. Why is he walking down the Broad Day Street and not being the old man? Oh, Fushi, you're wearing yourself too thin. This is simple stuff, Fushi. Oh, oh, he didn't think about this. These are minor injuries. Like this is stuff that's not fatal at all. I can't believe he didn't think about that. That's smart. You had to get the people focused away from Fushi and have them focus on the festival. That's smart. That's smart. But with the title of this episode, the one I think it's the wise man's secret or whatever. So we know it's going to be exposed by somebody. Somebody's going to expose it. Fushi. I feel like you got a little too impatient, and that's what's gonna mess everything up. You guys are rushing. Oh, you fool! Why would you do this, Fushi? Why would you do that? Also, he can try to holler at a chick. That's what's gonna expose it. Oh, you fool! Come on, Fushi. You doing too much. You stretching yourself thin. Oh, you can't be this stupid. Wow. That's because he went and done something he didn't have to do. Well, that's Fushi's fault. That's his fault entirely. That's your fault, man. Wow. He's not wrong. That stuff just didn't happen. Okay, so it didn't backfire. It just got exposed. Oh shoot. Oh, he's not even hiding anymore. He's bold now, boy. That don't mean they copacetic with it, Fushi. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Okay. They decided to stand up and believe in Fushi because he's been honestly helping them from the jump. And that's what the princess meant by they needed to earn the loyalty of the people. But he still need to get some rest because he hasn't gotten any rest yet. Okay, man. That was To Your Eternity, Season 2, Episode 13. And like I said, man, like a lot of people aren't watching the anime, man. For some reason, ever since like the very few, maybe first 5 or 6 episodes, people really ain't messing with it like that no more. But I mean, if you guys run up the video, man, shoot it with some likes. I'll continue to react to it because I do enjoy the series. I like the series as a whole. But I mean, if people aren't watching it, man, there's no need for me to do a reaction to it, and I'll just watch it on my own because there's plenty other anime that I enjoy and just watch on my own because I love anime. But overall, this episode was great. I enjoyed it, and it made me like kind of re-fall in love with the series because of what was taking place this episode. Last week, well, in episode 12 or whatever, we see that, Fushi is still, he's taking on a lot. But this episode, we see that he's taking on a lot and not resting, but that also was beneficial to him getting and earning the trust of the people. And I feel like that was a better staple than anything else that we've done thus far. Sure, he's been knocking down the houses and all this and everything, but him running around on every instance where people were getting hurt, that built the trust of the people. Rebuilding the houses and all that type of stuff is building and gaining the trust of the people, and that's what's going to solidify them when the knockers do attack, which is in 2 months. Now, the time frame is constantly jumping up, but they're getting sort of kind of prepared, but I still don't see them. There's no way that they're going to repair every house. Some of it is going to have to be a sacrifice, but maybe clear out some of those areas and let the knockers attack there, and then we'll rebuild it later. But there's no way he can repair all that because his body's wearing thin, and well, it's not technically it's not, but he's you could definitely tell he's tired. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a him throwing up, like him having the cut and not noticing the cut and everything. Like it's starting to weigh on his body very heavily, and then how he's super connected to the entire town. But I did enjoy Echo this episode, and it was nice to see her reach out to try to connect to Fushi a little bit more, help the people in the town, even though those two little bad kids, were throwing either poop or mud at her. You know what I'm saying? She went out of her way to help the town, like when they were cleaning up the rubble and finding the new water source. And even when Fushi, kind of insulted her a little bit, like, well, Echo can't do nothing on her own. You know what I'm saying? To Kahaku, she went out, fixed the water, fixed Fushi some food, and made the food taste great because she can fix food and do stuff on her own. So that was big ups to Echo, and I really enjoyed this episode, man, because it was nice, but all the stuff with Fushi being tired, hey, that's a given. He needs to rest, but like the city backing him now and all the stuff with Echo was a fantastic part to this episode. This is your boy NickIncredible. Don't forget to smash the like button so you can't smash any more. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life. Peace out.
I cannot complain because today, I'm doing my